Hi guys, this is Hyunmin Max aka Max. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So for today, we're actually going to be talking about the upcoming Showdown SBC promo that we'll be getting later. Some of the league SBCs, right? The RTTF cut price movements, and of course, what to invest in with this upcoming promo, right? Which is what you guys are here for. So if you guys actually find the videos in any way helpful to you, right, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're actually very close to our 150 subs goals, right? We actually do lots of we do daily uploads on this channel as well. So I actually want to first talk about the price movements of all these RTTF cards, right? So let's actually first go on to Felipe Anderson, right? His price actually dropped from 70k down to 55k, right, before bouncing back up to 62k. So why did his price drop? Lazio actually drew with Bruges, right, in the second leg. That's why his price actually dropped. So he's not going to be getting an upgrade. So another player that we have is actually Kevin Volland as well. So let's take a look at his price, right? He was actually 30k pre-game, right, and he went all the way down to 19k, right? So this game was actually a really exciting game. He actually fluctuated a ton during the game itself. What happened was Bayern Leverkusen actually scored the first goal, and then Monaco equalized, right? So his price actually went back up to 26k. So pre-game he was 30k, he dropped down to 23k, right? And then he actually went back up to 26k when Monaco actually equalized, and when Leverkusen scored again, his price went down. So the game eventually ended 3-2 to Bayern Leverkusen, right? And they went to penalties because they drew the aggregate 5-5, and then Leverkusen won. So basically, Monaco is out of the tournament. That is why, right, I actually did tip Volland as one of the gambles you guys could take if you guys actually wanna, have a bit of fun. So for myself, I actually bought 4 of him at 30k, and of course I'm losing coins because I just wanted to have a fun gamble, while watching the Monaco and Leverkusen game. But in this case, they made coins because Leverkusen actually scored first, right? Monaco didn't score first, so that's why we are losing coins. So I also actually want to talk about Raspadori, which we spoke about at length in the previous video, right? So he actually dropped down to about 216k, right, from 230k before bouncing back up to about 225k right now. So that's why I mentioned, right, I told you guys to actually sell these cards during the game when Napoli is leading, because even if he's confirmed to get an upgrade, right, he is almost very likely to drop in price even with the confirmed upgrade. That's how the cards work. Now I also want to talk about Anthony Marcel. So United actually beat Barca 2-1 yesterday, right? So his card actually went from 860k, right, all the way up to 980k before settling at 970k right now. So he's actually currently still holding his price, which I actually mentioned, it actually bucks the usual trend, because usually when cards are confirmed to get upgraded, they drop down in price. So he's actually going to be getting an upgrade today. I would suggest you guys to sell him before the upgrade, because what happens is after his upgrade, his price will fall. Most of the time, that's how it works. So which are the cards that are going to be upgraded? So I mentioned Marcel, I mentioned Diaby as well. Another card that's actually going to be upgraded is actually Chiesa, right? So shout out to Foot Mentor for the graphic here. What about some of the other cards that we will see get upgraded, right? So Martinelli is gonna get an upgrade. Alaba is gonna get an upgrade. Barella, Ottal, right? On the bench we have Raspadori, who's gonna get upgraded. So when are we gonna see these upgrades? My guess is probably later at content drop, right? When the Showdown SBCs drop, I think they will get upgraded as well. So let's actually move on. I actually want to talk about what SBCs we'll be getting for the Showdown promo. So one of the games is actually Madrid versus Atletico, right? So they are actually represented by Ceballos and Molina. So the game itself actually takes place on Saturday. So I actually expect to see this Showdown SBC dropped today at content drop, right? So another SBC that we have is actually Kolasinac and Carlos Soler, right? Marseille against PSG. This game is actually on Sunday night. So Kolasinac is actually a very useful League 1 left back to have, considering that we actually lack left backs in the French league, right? He'll be a good link to those people who actually did Dimitri Payet, the SBC. So of course we always welcome a PSG special card, right? Because we have so many specials for PSG, it's easier to link them. Even though personally, right, I would have liked to maybe see a right back from PSG, you know, or the striker spot, because think about it, right? We actually have so many central midfielders from PSG already. We have the Verratti special card, Centurions. We have Renato Sanchez wants to watch, and we have the Vitinha Future Stars. Right, so we have lots of central midfielders from PSG. So the biggest showdown probably is the United and Liverpool game, which actually takes place on the 5th of March. So I think this SBC is probably gonna be one of the last few SBCs we'll see for the promo. I think it's likely to come next Thursday or next Friday. So I remember the White Horse SBC we had in FIFA 22. Right? I remember I think he had like 99 jumping and 99 heading, you know. So if you guys are fans of crosses from the wings, right, he's your guy. I'm actually also really interested to see how Harvey Elliott plays, because if I'm not wrong, right, I don't think that we ever had a special card from him in FIFA, so I want to see how he plays in game. So I'll actually be doing player reviews for most of these Showdowns SBC. So if you guys are interested in player reviews, you know, do sub to the channel so that you'll be notified, you know, when the video is done. So we'll actually also be getting Showdown Icon SBCs for the first time ever, right? This was never done in previous FIFAs. So for this game is actually Chelsea against Spurs. So for Chelsea, Drogba is actually the icon that represents Chelsea. So we don't currently have any leaks for who is actually gonna be the Spurs icon, but I'm guessing it's probably gonna be Gary Lineker. So the next thing that I actually want to talk about is actually what are some of the other things we will see in the Showdown promo other than the SBCs itself. So we currently don't actually have any leak for objective players, but I think, right, I'm guessing we're probably gonna get some Showdown objective players, because Van de Beek, right, it's actually gonna be expiring today. So I don't think EA will actually leave this segment out, right? So the next thing that I actually want to talk about is actually some of the SBCs that we have gotten over the past few days, right? We actually gotten this Rodrigo, right? So his price is actually about 77k. Now for me, it's just not worth it, right? I'd rather you guys just go and get his 87 World Cup Phenom version, which is better, right? And another thing to remember is this is actually not a live card. It's a Champions League Man of the Match. It's not an RTTF. So even if Real Madrid wins or Real Madrid progresses, right, there will be no upgrades to these cards. So we actually also have Hastenberg as well, right? 3-star, high medium work rates. Now at this stage of the game, 71 acceleration, you know, just doesn't cut it for me. Right? We have so many fast attackers right now. So the saving grace for Halstenberg is actually his cheap price. Right? He's actually about 40k to do. So the only reason why you want to do him is for that Gravio and that Nkukuling, right? So I want to talk about the biggest scam, I feel, which is this POTM Ben Yedder SBC. So why do I say it's a scam? So his SBC, right, actually costs about 300k, right? 89 rated. So he actually has a previous inform, which is at 88, right? His 88 is actually only 90k, which is 1/3 of his price. So what is the stats difference, right? Is the POTM Ben Yedder at 300k 3 times better than the 88 inform Ben Yedder? The answer is no. But if you look at it, right, the inform Ben Yedder actually only has -1 and -2. Right? Mostly it's -1s, right? Only the passing is -2. So is a +1 upgrade worth 3 times the price? I can tell you it's most definitely not. When you guys actually play with the 88 Inform or the 89 POTM, right, you won't be able to feel the +1 difference, right? Or at least I can't. Now, one SBC that's actually still out right now is actually this DRB SBC. So like I mentioned previously, I actually did a review on him, right? And you can check out how he plays in game, right, on the top right hand corner of this video. For me, right, he's actually a must do SBC because Leverkusen won, and he's gonna be upgraded to an 89, like I mentioned, right? And I'm actually quite surprised that EA actually still leaves his SBC out even after the game has finished, which is not their style. So we actually also have some leaked picks and packs in this upcoming promo, right? We have the 1 of 280 plus as well as the 1 of 285 plus PP. So the text here, right, open now or save later, right, I think simply means that I don't think that people have been speculating whether we'll be getting a best of promo. I don't think so because of the text here, right? I'm going to further explain why I don't think there'll be a best of in packs. So we will also probably be getting a SBC for the halftime of some of the showdown players or showdown matches, right? Halftime jumbo rare players pack as well as the halftime rare players pack, right? So the next thing I want to talk about is actually all these packs, right? The 85 to 86 provisions pack contains 4 rare gold players rated between 85 and 86, untradeable. Now, like I mentioned, right, I don't think there will be any special cards, or I don't think EA will be doing a best of in packs. It's because of these packs as well. We'll be seeing a premium winter review pack, contains 3 guaranteed players rated 86 plus from winter wildcard, centurions, or honorable mentions. And then we'll be seeing a winter review pack as well, contains 2 guaranteed players from the same winter wildcard, centurions, or honorable mentions. So this simply tells me that we won't be getting a best of in packs, right? Quite unlikely. We're also going to be seeing this halftime prime goal players pack as well, right? So now, without special cards, right, what should we invest in? Okay, so let's take a look at fodder. Now, 83s are still relatively high at 2.2k. 84s are also very high at 4.7 or 4.8k. So I wouldn't touch 83s and 84s because they're really high. Now, I really love 85s, right? 85s at 12k on buy now looks good. If you guys can bid, bid on them at 11.5k. Now, your 86s at 16k is something that I really like also. Get them on bid at about 15.5k. Now, for the 87 rated and higher, right, I'm actually not so keen. Okay, so what I'm gonna be doing for my own account is I'm actually gonna full send I have about 1 mil, because I've already bought some fodder, right? I have about 1 mil. I'm gonna be full sending my 1 mil into the 85 and the 86s, right? Because we're gonna be getting lots of SBCs. So now the reason why I'm full sending my coins is because number one, we're gonna be getting daily showdown SBCs every single day, and there won't be any pack supply, right? Because like I mentioned, there won't be any special promo cards in packs, right? I don't think EA will do a best of. So if there are no special card in packs, right, people will tend to save their packs for the next promo, right, to try to pack some special cards. So to put it quite simply, there will be more demand than supply, right? There will be no supply because people will be saving their packs, but there will be demand for the showdown SBCs, so fodder will go up. So actually, right, if you guys want, you guys can also club stock your informs. I like the 84 rated informs at 11 to 12k. Just club stock. I won't go crazy on them, right? So what are the other things that you guys can actually invest in other than fodder? Now, the Europa League draw is actually scheduled to take place at 11 a.m. GMT on Friday, which is actually 7 p.m. for me in Singapore on a Friday. So if you guys have actually time to catch the draw live, right, it's actually a good opportunity to make coins. So basically what you do is very simple, right? The team that has an easier draw, you buy that card. Because more often than not, I think the price would almost immediately shoot up for that player, because that team has an easier round, right? Easier draw to progress, right? So if you guys actually don't have the time to watch the draw, right, or you guys want to gamble, I actually quite like the look of Eric Lamela. So I've looked through some of the possible permutations, right? Eric Lamela at 35k looks pretty decent, right? So, because if you look at the teams, right, I think that funnily enough, the unseeded teams look stronger than the seeded teams. So if they're actually drawn against anybody from here, with the exception of Arsenal, right, I think Sevilla would probably win, and his price will probably go up. So I have to emphasize though, this is a risky move. Again, if Sevilla ends up drawing Arsenal, right, Lamela's price will go down. Alright, so I'll leave the link for these possible permutations, right, or the seeded and unseeded teams down below, and you guys can decide for yourself which team might get the easier draw. Now, how much hype are we gonna see for this promo? Right, it all depends on the prices of the SBCs. Right, are they too expensive? And the players that are actually released, right, do they fit into the current power curve even without the upgrades? So hopefully we do get some cards that are usable in our first 11. So I've actually come to the end of the video, right? Like I mentioned, I'll be doing lots of player reviews for all the Showdowns SBCs. So you guys can sub to the channel to be notified once the review is done, and you guys can take a look at the review. So y'all can also join up the Discord for the trading tips as well, right? I'll leave the link down below in the description. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Alright, take care guys.